congratulations on this. It's such a great follow-on to the first one. Firstly, let's talk about the reception the first one had, because to some extent that's the reason we're here. It seems to have picked up an incredible following.
Yeah.
So you have to be aware of that impact. So how does that change the way you approach things?
Well, to be honest, it was a bit of a gift for me, I think, because it's quite scary, I think, when you're first adapting something and you don't know how it will be received. For me to come in on the second film, knowing that there was this fan base who had fallen in love with like London Nick and London Noah, as I call them, and having seen how amazingly Asha and Matthew bring them to life, and I think their chemistry is incredible. I felt so much more confident writing for them, knowing it was going to be them doing it, because often when you're writing, you don't know which actors are going to be performing your lines. And so it was, that actually made me feel kind of more confident rather than too terrified, if that makes sense. Yeah.
No, it entirely does, because one of the things I was thinking of was, does that give you more confidence knowing that they've got the chemistry and the trust already there? You can afford to push the boat out a bit more and maybe be a bit more daring with some of the emotionally charged scenes than you might otherwise have been.
Yeah, well, first of all, you know that you've got faith, you know the actors can carry it off, so you know you can go there. And also, in a slightly naughty way, I was like, I want to see some steamy action between these two, so let's make that happen. It was quite funny in the read-through, them kind of like being like, because obviously at a table read, you're not going to be doing it properly, so it's kind of embarrassing.
Table reads are like explaining it to your mum, isn't it?
Exactly. But then when it comes to actually filming it, of course, they do a brilliant job, and so it's very exciting to watch.
And obviously you have the incredible sets and cars and all the other fun stuff that goes with that. What's it like writing for that kind of production, knowing that Amazon are really going to support it and make sure it's the best that it can be?
Oh, I mean, it's a gift. I come from theatre with like zero budget. So to be able to just write something and know that they'll make it happen and not having to worry like you would on a more indie, low budget project about, is this even possible? I just go, what's my dream venue? This. Like, I'll just put it in the script and I'll assume they'll make it happen. So that's, it's really freeing and fun.
And in the first film, it was introducing us to the characters and the story. In this one, there's a lot more by the way of trial and temptation. For you, what is your most benign temptation that you're likely to give into?
My most benign temptation, I guess just chocolate. I'm a sucker for chocolate. Anytime it's there, I'll have it.
Chocolate buns was mine for a while.
Oh, really? I have got slightly more fancy taste to chocolate. I love like a really high quality chocolate. I love a dark truffle, maybe champagne, that kind of.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again. It's been lovely to speak to you. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!